Hi guys, so welcome sa ating fourth video tutorial on how to create a funnel automation. So since nakagawa na tayo ng pipeline, ng forms, ng calendars, and ng funnel itself, we'll proceed to creating an automation or a workflow to automate the follow-ups. So yun, punta lang tayo sa automation and create from scratch. And here we'll just have to name it first as form submitted landing page. So para lang ma-distinguish natin na this is an automation for the form submitted from the landing page. And then the trigger will be the form. Since yung nandun sa landing page natin is a form, the trigger that we need to put here is the form submitted. And we have to always add a filter. Kasi if form submitted lang siya at marami tayong forms dito sa accounts na to, every time na may form na nasubmit, this automation will trigger automatically. So if yung automation na to, gusto lang natin tong mag-trigger at a certain time. So if gusto lang natin to mag-run kapag yung landing page form specifically ay nasubmit, saka lang siya mag-execute or mag-trigger. So yun, this is the form that we just created a while ago, and then save. So from here, we can create different actions. So again, depende yun sa goal ng automation nyo. But for this video, I'm just gonna create it in a very simple way. So for me, ang first action ko is to always assign it to a user. So kung kayo ay na-add na sa sub-account ni client and you want it to assign to a specific person, you can have it or you can choose here that or pwede nyo dito ang ilagay yung person na yun. So since ako lang mag-isa sa account na to, walang ibang option kundi yung name ko lang. So importante itong assign user for internal notification. So of course you would want to be notified whenever someone has submitted the form para hindi kayo nagugulat na may nag-book na pala ng appointment. So again, save lang. And then next step for me is internal notification. So ito, ino-notify ko lang yung sarili ko na may nag-submit na ng form at ito yung details niya. So type of notification, pwedeng through email, through SMS, and for the notification, notification within Go High Level lang. So as for me, gusto ko ay email or text na lang. And then the user, it will be the assigned user. Or if hindi naman or wala naman kayong ganitong action sa workflow na gagawin nyo, pwede rin kayong mag-add dito ng custom number. So ilagay nyo lang dito yung specific number or yung phone number nyo na gusto nyo maka-receive ng internal notification. But as for me, assign user na lang. And since wala tayong template, let's just keep it this way. And for the message, maglalagay lang ako ng details dito para aware ako kung sino yung nag-submit ng form. Oops, yan. So name, email, and then phone number. Ito, para makuha natin yung name niya, we will just have to create or to add a custom field. So here, nakalagay siya custom value pero custom field talaga siya. And then contact, full name, para ma-pull yung details from the form na sinubmit. And then email address, and then the phone number. So, iti-test naman natin to guys para makita nyo kung ano yung ibig sabihin nun. And then, so ito lang yung gusto kong makuhang details para lang alam ko kung sino yung mga nag-submit na ng form. and then save. Next action for me, so dito na papasok yung magsasend na tayo ng um, message doon sa lead na yon. So email, let's say we will email that person na nag-submit ng form. So from email, from name, pwede nyo ditong ilagay yung business name ng client nyo or yung name mismo ng client nyo. Ganun din sa from email. So if ever naman na hindi masyadong strict, pwede rin namang name nyo na lang. So since you are the user or the assigned user of the person who submitted the form, pwedeng yung name nyo na lang. So instead of adding here your personal name or typing in your name here, ito na lang short code na to. Magpupull din yun siya. And then from email, user email, subject, kahit ano lang. Thanks for you receive your details. So, yan, pwede na yan. Depende sa inyo kung paano nyo i-execute to. And then, message. So, kahit ano lang dyan. Ano ba pwedeng ilagay dito? So, yun. Kumuha na lang muna ako ng kahit na anong pwede kong makuha sa internet. So, ito yung mga samples ng message na pwede nyo i-send sa lead just to confirm that we received their form submission. So, yan. Username, that will be the assigned user's name. Full name yan. And then save. And before I forgot, guys, dapat pala nag-add tayo dito ng opportunity or create or update an opportunity para ma-add sila dun sa pipeline na ginawa natin. So, create opportunity and yung pipeline since yung create natin kanina which is the sales funnel pipeline and new lead. So, dun siya ma-add sa new lead stage. Opportunity name, it should be the contact's name and the source, sabihin natin landing page. And then the lead value, it's optional. So, kahit ano lang yan guys. Yung pinaka, kung magkano yung value per lead. So, not really that important for now. So, yun. And then, save action. So, after the opportunity, yun, magsisend na ng email, which is this one. And it's up to you also if you are to send din ng text message. So, pwede lang natin tong i-copy. Just in case yung customer is hindi naman siya masyadong nagbabasa ng email niya. So, para lang to make sure na they receive the details or the information na gusto nating ma-receive nila. So, here, pwede tayong mag-add ng SMS. Pag-send tayo ng SMS sa kanila. So, same thing lang din. And then, save. So, ganun lang siya kasimple, guys. Just make sure na you publish this automation para mag-work siya or para gumana siya. Kasi pag naka-draft yan, kung nag-submit ng form, this won't work unless you publish it. So, this is the first automation for our funnel. Next is we're going to create the automation for someone who booked their appointments na. So, ganito, number 1. So, ito yung first step eh. Save. Next is to create appointment book. So, pwede rin tayong mag-select our recipe dito kasi meron namang templates to go high level for a certain scenario. So, I think meron dito kapag appointment na. Though hindi ko to ginagamit just for the sake of this video para medyo mapabilis. So, yun, meron tayong appointment confirmation reminder or appointment booking. So, dito na lang sa appointment confirmation and then i-modify na lang natin. So, yun. Medyo marami siya. Delete ko muna to para hindi masyadong complicated. So, ito, again guys, is it should be an appointment confirmation only and a reminder or some reminders regarding their appointments. So, number 2. And then yung trigger dito, Pwede rin namang appointment status since yung calendar natin is naka-auto-confirm. And aside from appointment status, pwede rin natin maging trigger yung customer booked appointment. So, ito na lang muna yung gawin nating trigger. And then, in calendar. So, again, kailangan natin maglagay ng filter kasi just in case maraming calendars yung clients nyo. Let's say, meron siyang demo, meron siyang onboarding calendar. If you don't have a filter here for which specific calendar, magti-trigger to every time someone has booked an appointment. So, yun. Para lang medyo malinaw na rin. And then, save. So, every time maglalagay kayo ng trigger dito, guys, kailangan nyo i-save agad para ma-detect siya ng system and kung ano man yung gagawin yung mga actions dito, marirelate siya dun sa trigger na sinet natin dito sa trigger. So, yun. So, after ng trigger, proceed na tayo sa action. So, as for me, again, maglalagay muna ako ng assigned user. So, kung merong dalawang person sa account na to who would handle the new lead, which is ako yun, nilagay ko na. And different person naman, kapag different person naman yung mag-handle ng lead na to, if ever nakapag-book na sila ng appointment. Meaning to say, sila yung mag-handle ng call, sila yung mag-demo, sila yung mag-onboard sa client. Once na nag-book na. So, pwede yan iba-ibang tao, guys. So, since ako lang muna din yung user dito, so ako na lang din. Ako na lahat. So, yun, assign user. And just make sure na mag-add tayo or i-update natin yung pipeline. So, yan. Update. So, from new lead, once nag-book na sila ng appointment, sa sales funnel, dapat ma-move sila sa appointment book na stage. So, opportunity name, same lang din. And then, source, still landing page. So, after ng opportunity, pwede rin natin siyang lagyan, guys, ng tag, contact tag, para lang, if ever pumunta tayo sa contacts area, madali nating madi-distinguish na if ever yung lead na to nag-book na ng appointment nila. So, very simple lang, appointment book, pwede na yan. And then, save. So, from here, dito na papasok yung confirmation email. So, meron na tayong nakahanda dito. From name, again, pwedeng name ng business ng client nyo or name nila. And then, from email, pwede rin account, email. So, ito guys, naka-set na siya agad. Pwede nyo naman itong baguhin. Depende. Kasi ito, templates lang to eh. So, thank you. Sorry. Appointment. Or, pwede na rin yan. Your appointment has been confirmed. So, ito, mga short codes to guide, guys, sorry. Mga short codes to, mapupull up to, or etong mga short codes na to, once na-receive ng customer, ang mag-a-appear dito, or magpupull up dito is yung pinaka-appointment start time, and then yung time zone. So, para makuha nyo tong short code na to, hindi nyo na kailangan i-type. Punta lang tayo dito sa custom values, and then appointment. Start date. So, meron din dapat tong start date at yung time and then yung time zone. So, if this does not work for you, please let us know. So, pwede nilang ma-add to sa Google Calendar nila or sa Outlook. Pwede rin silang mag-cancel and reschedule. So, once na-cancel sila, guys, mag-create tayo ng another automation para naman whoever canceled their appointment, mamumove sila sa next stage which is canceled. And from there, makapag-create din tayo or mag-create din tayo ng automation for the canceled customers para again mag-book sila ng appointment or mag-reschedule sila ng appointments nila. So, yan, save. And pwede rin naman natin tong i-copy para makapag-send din tayo ng confirmation text. Please let us know. And then yung name nyo, username na lang. And then yung business name. Save. So itong first part na to guys, ito yung confirmation email. And then sa baba nito, ito na yung mga reminders. So mag-add tayo ng action dito, await time action or await action. So ito, 1 day before ng appointment, magsisend itong reminder email na to. So your appointment is in 24 hours. If this does not work for you, let me know. So, ganun lang siya guys. Then, meron ding SMS reminder. And then, another wait action 1 hour naman before their appointment. So, basically, another reminder that their appointments is in an hour. So, yon. And another reminder, SMS reminder. And ito naman, wait time after naman siya. So, 1 hour after ng appointment nila. And then, eternal notification para lang siguro ma-update mo yung details ni customer if nag-show ba or nag-no-show ba. So, yun. And then, save. And ito, pwede na natin itong i-delete. And don't forget to publish your automation for this one to work. So, yun lang guys, nakapag-create na tayo ng form submitted, follow-up, or confirmation email or confirmation to the customer, and then appointment confirmation and reminders. So, on our next video, we'll cover naman kapag ka nag-no-show or nag-cancel yung customer dun sa appointment nila. Alright, thank you guys.